Like, you could probably get a 4x3 monitor for, like, I don't know, $5 in the right used for electronics sale. Why not? Fucking do it. Roll with it. Get as many monitors as possible. I would actually kill for a third monitor. Yeah, exactly. Or yeah, just free on Craigslist. So I'm part of this rewards program for the grocery store I go to, and they just emailed me my weekly reward, and I could get Dempster's original hamburger buns for $1. This rewards card is a goddamn ripoff. The only good thing about it is they email me my receipts, and it goes straight into a Google Doc. It's literally the only good thing about that whole service. Wait, really?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
That's funny. I didn't realize it cost you $10 to throw them away. I've always just taken them to the electronics recycling, and it's free there. B-Lug, enjoy your lurkadids. Welcome to Dwarfs. We're getting a little laggy. Am I? No, we're not. Kind of seemed like we were locked into an area. So we've had some exciting stuff happen. We've had were creatures. We've had a few ghosts. Frame rate's getting a little bad, but it's to be expected. I need to give stuff to the mountain home. We are in the process of building a tower. We started down here. We built that layer, 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 and we're up to here. We're gonna keep building up and 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 up. We're gonna make that into a whole bunch of temples all the way up, and eventually seal the top off. Big fortress, not that huge. A lot of new faces here today. All right, so this is the fort currently. This is the outside of the fort. I'm gonna just, you know, do the thingy where I turn my cam off and just go, okay, let's have a look around, shall we? So this is the top of the wall and the top of the tower that we're working on. Don't mind all the blood in there. That was my giant wolf that had an elf fucking pole vault into the watchtower and stab it to death, which sucked. But down here we have our actual fortress itself. We have... I'm pretty tired of the way the elves just kind of pole vault into my fortress. It's quite annoying. Down here is the underwater layer where we have power. I'm not actually doing anything with those water wheels up there yet. We need to do something with them. The whole fortress is open. It's an open air fortress to keep, what's the word I'm looking for here? Cave adaptation to a minimum. Down here, we have, you know, the bottom of the water reservoir, the tower. We have a set of bedrooms, as well as some livestock, and a whole bunch of farming, where we actually aren't harvesting them fast enough. I think I need to put a mushroom stockpile up here or something, which is probably something that we'll do pretty soon. Down here we have, you know, general crafting area, as well as our boulder storage and wood storage and a whole bunch of levers. And bedrooms. Down here we have coffins, and don't mind all the corpses over there on the left. We have coffins and a library over there on the right, as well as our hospital. Down here is our tavern and cooking, or tavern and cooked food. We don't actually have any cooking operating down here. Down here is our mining layer, which actually got a lot fancier, as well as a prison up there in the top left, and the captain of the guard's office, who is perpetually going insane. We also have our butt ton of tetrahedrite ore in the middle there, which we are forging into copper and silver, making into warhammers and armor and various other copper clothing. Down here is another mining layer, which didn't find anything, so I kind of gave up on it. And then down here is the one where we actually found a bunch of stuff. Those are all tetrahedrite veins that have been mined out, and I'm going to continue spreading until this entire area is completely mined. Do we put a dwarf princess in the top? If I can find a dwarf princess. Actually, should we, like, kidnap a goblin princess or something and put them in the top? And then down here is the actual cavern layer. And this is where someone in chat goes, Have you dug down to magma yet? No, I haven't. And the reason I haven't is because I like to take my sweet ass time with forts. Because the further down you dig, the worse your frame rate gets, and the further down you dig, the more crazy shit you run into. So I try and take things slow and, you know, let the fortress build up at a rapid pace. Also, I don't mind the dead dwarf in there. Over here, this dwarf died from what should I call it? Old age. So. It wasn't a violence kill, although there have been plenty of those as well. So if anybody would like a dwarf named after you, just shout at me. Whenever you try to build up, it wrecks your FPS. What wrecks your FPS is pathfinding, right? So if you make areas that are difficult to pathfind to, that'll wreck your FPS. Let's find a upset dwarf. What are you upset about? Actually, not all that much. Felt free remembering wearing old clothing. Interesting. I've never seen a dwarf that's happy about wearing old clothing. Although you want to practice a craft, so let's just put you on leatherworking. I need to make some more leatherworks because I've got a bunch of dwarves on leatherworking and I've been doing quite a bit of leatherworking, but no one's actually been getting it done. Good evening, Tapio. Hello, hello, hello. Although for me, it's morning. It's most certainly 10:40 in the morning. Over here in good old-fashioned Canada land. All right, let's start making these into temples. So it doesn't actually matter what temples we make them into. We're just going to start at the bottom and work our way up. So this will be the god of trade and wealth. The Temple of Pearls. This right here. This can be the god of persuasion. Savolt Caldlarge. The courageous sanctuary. And if anybody has any questions about Dwarf Fortress, yell them at me. I don't know everything about this game, not even remotely close, but I know a few things, and I can help if people actually have questions. Almost 6 a.m. Where are you located? That it's almost 6 a.m. The God of Chaos, Amud. The Wild Temple. That's a fitting name for the God of Chaos, I think. The God of Wealth. I like that we have a God of Chaos. The God of Fortresses with 31 worshippers. It's actually like kind of a really low number of gods. The God of Mountains and Caverns. This is the God of Minerals and Jewels. Then I think I'll go turn off... Well, actually, I'll probably leave the general temples open, too. And then... Ibmat? The Abbey of Turquoise. So let's go into locations and just say... long-term residents only. We'll keep the bigger ones public, but... yeah, the library will be... well, actually, let's make the library... well, I like having library visitors, so... we'll leave that on all visitors welcome. Tavern will continue to be... yeah, so everything is now long-term visitors only. Actually, let's open up the tavern, because we've got the library open. Might as well open up the tavern. You live in the future? Australia! The weird and wild, wondrous land of Australia. Some of my favorite streamers are from Australia. More than one? Z Panic? I would assume? Or Zed Panic? Zbanic? We don't have any crocodiles in this map, though. So we're gonna go slap some elves, steal some stuff. Because that's something that I've been doing pretty consistently, is sending my dwarves out to steal books primarily, and ideally loot a lot of livestock, because livestock is delicious. And the elves have lots of it. We're going to continue working on this flooring. And we'll make this into a watchtower eventually. Slapper of elves. It's like, what's your job? A full-time elf slapper. How'd you get a job like that? I don't know, I slapped some elves around. Eventually, but not always. I haven't seen a single cave crocodile today, or in this entire fortress. Granted, we haven't really dug down there much, and there's certainly no surface crocodiles, so. I did see some cave toads wandering around down there and a couple troglodytes, but that's about it. But since I currently have the cavern layer sealed off, because I'm not really messing around down there yet. Are there sky crocodiles? I mean, maybe if there was a forgotten beast crocodile with wings, like that could be a sky crocodile. Why can't I find the dolomite? There they are. I guess you could call that a sky crocodile. I still think my favorite, like, titan that I ever encountered was it was a giant fire-breathing chicken, which is hilarious if you think about it, because it's like literally just a feathered dragon. It was a giant one-eyed fire-breathing chicken. It's like, oh, it's a feathery dragon. You know, I'm genuinely impressed, Zed Panic, whenever I see people popping into my channel who are just like, yeah, no, first time here, just typed in Dwarf Fortress on Twitch. It's always like the coolest thing in the world to me because it literally proves my theory is true, that the Dwarf Fortress is a viable game to stream. It's just not enough people stream it. It's like whenever somebody pops in with that statement, they're like, oh, I just typed in Dwarf Fortress and landed here. It's like, yes! What I'm doing isn't in vain. I mean, it might be, but... There's a whole bot for it. Yeah, someone's already view-botting the directory. What? They're all suspending the construction of the wall because they're all standing where the walls are. Do 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 do. What, like the textures that I'm using, or are you saying like a more graphical tile set, Archie? Because I really like this tile set. It's actually a customized version of the one that Grug Smash uses. I like it because it looks familiar to some people, but also still has enough ASCII that I can use it easily. Because I actually find the super graphical ones harder to follow. Haven't been here in a few months. Yep. Still going. It's not like I do a thing for a bit and then go, this ain't working. No, I'm in here for the long haul, Cryo. Perfectionistic and bored. You mean like the second something goes wrong, you get frustrated? Setting dumb goals does indeed help, yeah. Although, in all honesty, Archie, even to me, it's kind of impressive that I'm still going. Like, the fact that I'm still here and still at it with the Dwarf Fortress plan is even more insane to me now, just because of how much my life has changed in the last 90 days. It's like, still here. Not dead yet. I mean, the channel's still not 100% Dwarf Fortress. It's like, I'd say about 70% Dwarf Fortress. And then I do other things around the edges. Like, hell, we played like 3 hours of Hunter Call of the Wild last night, which was great. Granted, it was sponsored time, but still. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why whenever people start saying, oh, you should just install Lazy Noob Pack and use Dwarf Therapist, I tell people to not. Because if you get all perfectionistic with Dwarf Fortress, it's very easy to burn out. Because the game is literally designed from the ground up to not be perfect. If you try and, like, organize chaos, it's still going to turn into chaos eventually, and it becomes a frustration simulator instead of an interesting story generator. Like, right now, we're having some problems with tantrums. We'll sort it out eventually, trust me, but it's going to take a little bit. One tile bigger, and it breaks your fancy for symmetry? Do what I do and say, fuck symmetry! Symmetry, symmetry. Design everything with chaos. And treat symmetry as an annoyance. Dig down to the caverns and try and match the design of the cavern, which is randomly generated so you get a completely different looking fortress every time. Don't carve out tunnels, instead only carve tunnels into ore veins that you've mined out. Armored coil has returned. Oh no, we don't actually have a full mission report. Or we didn't get any spoils. Okay. Dwarf, we did outmatch them with a cunning plan, but they put up a fight, that's for sure. Userun's like, must be symmetrical, yet Userun is watching my stream. Is that how you play this game? What is this screen? So this is combat, Sergaz. If something is that color, that purple color, it means one of my dwarves died. So I just lost Beardster, who's one of my better dwarves, which is unfortunate. Vubok got struck down. This is raiding combat, which means they actually managed to fight us. Oh, really, Userun? Interesting. So, blue means we tussled, and we struck down a dwarf or an elf. Red means they struck down one of ours, and I think purple means they kidnapped. The dwarf was struck down, okay, by late dawn. The dwarf Vubok was Worknice's smeared. Okay, no, so that's just combat for the red. It's the purple that they're struck down. So I think we lost Beardster. Did we? No, we didn't. Still in the squad, somehow. Huh. Yeah, we still have him. That's weird. Why did it say it was struck down if we still have him? No injuries either. Got some notable kills, though. We're fighting dwarves over there. That's weird. I think that might be bugged, because I've had that happen a couple of times where it says that a dwarf was struck down. Also, supposedly we lost Vubok as well. And there you are, the Axe Lord. Weird. How are you struck down if you are still here? Could have been a necromancer? No, because my dwarves would be undead. But anyway, since you survived against all odds, you will now be named Cryo Shakespeare. Welcome to the fortress. A skilled warrior is a beautiful sight to behold. Within the last season, she didn't feel anything after seeing an elf's dead body. She's 104 years old, born on the 4th of Limestone in the year 172. Her hair is wavy and her very long hair is arranged in double braids. She is absolutely inexhaustible and basically unbreakable, unbelievably strong and agile. She personally finds sacrifice to be one of the highest ideals and values loyalty and dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. She's unfriendly and disagreeable, and she is bothered by this since she values friendship. She is given to flights of fancy to the point of distraction, and she forms strong emotional bonds with others, and at times to her detriment. She dislikes abstract discussions and would much rather focus on practical examples. She has a very calm demeanor, and she tends to think before acting. She likes copper, harlequin opal, and giant dingo leather, linen paper, and the color ivory. And when possible, she prefers to consume giant toad and finger mullet beer. And hates flies. This Axe Lord is now Zed Panic. Welcome to the fortress. Didn't feel anything after seeing an elf's dead body. Good. As you shouldn't. Your left eyelid is gone because it was torn off during that last fight. That was the red text. Her hair is long and wavy. She's 126 years old, born on the 20th of Moonstone in the year 150. Her hair is long and wavy, and it is neatly combed, and she has a very low voice, and her heliotrope eyes are slightly protruding. Hence why her eyelid got cut off. She is unbelievably strong and basically unbreakable. She personally believes that peace is always preferable to war, due to seeing Asmil Lurwork's dead body in the year 271. She is truly fulfilled by assisting those in need, a strengthening after seeing a dead body in 271. And she feels strong urges and seeks short-term rewards, and is driven and rarely feels the need to pursue even a modest success. And she is very quick to anger, and she has a strong tendency towards privacy. She's very polite and observes the appropriate rules of decorum. Zed Panic, yeah, indeed. Has this world been going? Since year 250. So this particular fortress, not quite that long, but the world itself has been running since the year 250. We did one fort that was about 13 years, which was Darkale, which was a haunted fort, which is right here, I think. Nope. There. Yeah. Darkale. The Dwarven Fortress of Darkale. We got it up to 200 dwarves. Had a full-on, breakdown of tantrums and lost like 80% of the fort. Like, we went from about 200 dwarves down to about 40, and like 30 of them were children. But we managed to recover back up to 200, and at which point I retired the fort and said it was a success. An old world? Not really. No, it's not that old. Anybody else want a dwarf? Just shout at me if you'd like a dwarf chat room. I think we stole books, too. You don't know if you have one? Animal, Gopher, Odalba, BGA9, Ocelot, Microherbitor, Kibs and Britches. These are just dwarves that are already named. Specbot, Nah, Belugs, Petalier, Gwellum, Arctic Surgaz, Roboburger, there you are. Yeah, you're one of our military commanders. Didn't feel anything after seeing a elf's dead body, as you should. Extremely inexhaustible, basically unbreakable, and unbelievably strong. 39 years old, born on the 11th of Galena in the year 237. Still alive. Still alive. Yeah, you are ripped. You also have 19 notable kills and 6 other kills. Splendidix. What's up, dude? A lot of new faces here today. But yeah. So Roboburger, you are a literal fucking beast. Also, by the way, I didn't know this, Turtle Bear. Or not Turtle Bear, Roboburger. Your mother is Turtle Bear, who's not in the fortress. I didn't know that. I wonder where your mother is. That is funny. I wonder. I'll bet you. It's either Dark Ale Turtle Bear or like one of the other fortresses, like one of the failed ones. Your mother is Turtle Bear? No, Turtle Bear's another viewer from the chat, right, Gopher? So, which means somewhere else we named Turtle Bear a dwarf, and that is, you know. Neat. Some gems to cut in the meantime. You were loitering for a bit. We every so often just get you to do a whole bunch of gem cutting. Let's see what you were currently doing, actually, Spitalier. Let's check in with you. I know that you keep getting bored. Yeah, currently you have no job. You're not idling in the library, but you're idling around. There are a lot of gems that need cutting, so maybe you're cutting them? Yep, no, you're cutting gems. Actively cutting gems. Our other gem cutter is, like, kind of batshit, so you're kind of the only gem cutter in the fort. And you're pretty yeah, you're just, you cut a gem, then you wander away, then you grab another gem and cut it. I've just got you cutting gems on repeat, so you got stuff to do. Keep them busy. Turtle Bear? Yeah, well, Turtle Bear is a regular in the channel and has been for a very long time, so. Usually pops in from work, from what I can tell. And also, apparently, we've finished making 300 charcoal, which means I need to check in and make some more charcoal, I think. So how many people are here for the very first time? Just in chat. Because there's a bunch of new faces in chat. A bunch of names I've never seen before. Might as well get some axles up and running. Because I'm curious about how much power we'll actually have. I actually need more wood. Why is JMQ the saving grace for DF? I mean, you like, that's not the only way. You can also go in from the U menu. So JMQ, UMQ, both of those work. I'm new. That's like the perfect emote for this case. Also a very relevant emote now that Age of Empires is out proper. On and off. I recognize your name, Splendidix. I do recognize your name. I'm just not used to there being 67 people here in an hour. That's rare for me. But normally we're at like 40 people by this point. Old and gold. Yeah. Also follow Melee. I got tired of Melee. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing those same matchups. Folks are watching Twitch. I would think it would be the opposite. Shouldn't y'all be like hanging out with family or some shit? Isn't that the purpose of Thanksgiving? Or did I miss a memo here? Thanksgiving, the time of year where you avoid family as much as goddamn fucking possible. I think that we're throwing out rotten meat. I'm supposedly making lavish meals. Bizarre. Let's go steal some more livestock. Thanksgiving is to play more games. I don't know. Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving is very different. B-Lug. Also, if anybody does decide to buy any of these headsets from JLab, let me know. 'Cause I'd be curious to know what you guys think of them. I am about as Canadian as you can goddamn get. Born and raised, probably will never leave. I invade the US twice a year for conventions, sometimes 3 times a year. I got the retro one. What, these? It is very retro. I wore these to the coffee shop this morning and I got some weird looks. Back in a bit. Canadian or Australian? Sure. I don't know. I'm pretty biased to a lot of streamers from around the world, considering my stream team has a streamer from Finland, a streamer from Denmark, a streamer from the UK who's originally from Germany, a streamer from Austria, a streamer from the US of A, and myself. So, and Mizbuth has been possessed, which means we won't actually get any experience from it, but we'll take it anyway. A ranger! What are you going for? A Crescentcloister shop. Who's surprised by that? I can't wait for you to make an earring. But we'll see you in a little bit, audio. Also, you should check out everybody on my stream team, because they're all good people. What about a bow? I very much doubt this dwarf's gonna make a bow. If anything, they'd make a crossbow, but they would have done that at a bowyer's shop, not at a craft dwarf shop. Should probably get more stuff mining. Find more of that hot tetrahedrite. Did I actually queue up more charcoal? No, I didn't. Really should make some wheelbarrows. Mission report. Dwarves are back. And see, this is what I like to see from a fight, right? In the late spring of 270, the rocks of birth slipped into bud portals. Bud portals sounds like a weed dispensary. Like, what's this investing shiz? Absolutely pointless, useless points that exist for one reason, and that's you can only invest the number of tickets you have, so you can only invest 4, actually, Cryo Shakespeare. It's a completely useless gambling system to brag about how many tickets you have, but in reality, it's mostly just an hour tracking system. You get one every 30 minutes watching the stream, so, you know. It's mostly for me just to know how long people have watched, because I think that it's kind of fascinating. Like the fact that Sergaz has almost 4,000 fucking hours right now, which is absurd. And we stole livestock. Excellent, as I like to see. What did we get? What are we eating for dinner today? 1 fox, 1 horse, 2 dingoes, a wild boar, another horse, 2 wild boar, 2 black bears, 1 raccoon, and 1 wild boar. So, you can't invest -1 because hyphen is not a number. So if you want to invest -1, oops, that's the wrong button. If you want to invest -1, invest 1, because you might as well be investing -1. How many do I have? That's a good question. Almost 9,000. It's actually a relatively accurate number of how many hours I've streamed. You have to try, you're a programmer? It's not gonna work, trust me. There are more comp sci majors that have tried dumber shit than that. I had someone who straight up tried to reprogram my bot from, like, within my chat. I'm like, that's not gonna work, man. It's not how that bot works. You want to know the best part about that is I've had this bot since February 2016. Yes. So that's how many hours I've put in since 2016. I started streaming in 2014. 2014, I started streaming. Actively. We're gonna slaughter all of those animals we just got, make them into meals, and also slaughter a bunch of our keats, because we have a bunch of keats. Not the kitty side? I actually didn't slaughter a single cat just now. We're gonna go steal more livestock. Hello, Kayeski. How are we doing? It's good to see you. It's not possible, Zed Panic. Trust me, it's not possible. My bot can't comprehend less than 1. It can't even, like... It doesn't even comprehend, like, half of 1. So, like, some people are like, why can't I invest, like, 2.3? It's like, well, because my bot doesn't understand, like, less than 1. It's a very simple system, so... You had to try? Sure. People have been trying for years. The sex number strikes again! Oh, this is where all the little kids go. Nice. True story, it makes a funny sound if you cheer 69 bits. I'm not saying you need to cheer 69 bits, I'm just saying it makes a funny sound. I'm gonna go make the other temples not active, because this is a temple over here.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I didn't lie. There you go. Not sure what else you were expecting. Thanks for 69 bits. Cheers, dude. Thanks for 69 cents, concealed creator. Cheers, dude. You'll take it? Yeah! Mesbeth has begun a construction. Mysterious construction, even. So any bets on what this dwarf makes? I'm not gonna go look at their preferences. Logs, leather, red spindles, cave spider silk cloth, brillet red cut spindles, marble, and horse leather. How much cloth do I have, actually? I need to make some clothing. 185 cloth. All right, sweet. Let's find a random dwarf. Silvertongue, you've been here for a bit. What are you wearing currently that is bad? Shoes and cloak and togas. All right, so shoe, silk. Say make 50 shoes. Silk, cloak, 30. I really hope I have a clother. I think I do. Yes, B-Lug's a clother. Sweet. B-Lug, go do work.
I considered sending all of this as single 69 bits, but it would get real old real fast.
Here's the thing, right? The best way to do it, concealed creator, is 6990. 6990, because then you get 69 and then running in the 90s. But thank you very much for the 431 bits. It means a lot. And you know what? Screw it. I owe you 5 push-ups or 5 sit-ups. What do you prefer? We'll just do that if you want. If you don't want them, I won't do them, but... Or is 90 deja vu? I actually can't remember. It's one of the two. But thank you very much for assisting to fund my silly stream, where I play niche games that not enough people care about. On the inner wobbles. King the Space Disco Fucks, what's up, dude? Is it bad that I actually find it way too entertaining to say your name incorrectly? 91 is running? Okay. I don't even know what my own commands are, dude. This is like where I'm at. It's like, what even are my sound commands? I forget that they exist. King, you need a dwarf. What kind of dwarf would you like? You haven't had a dwarf in a while. That's not what I said. I said King the Space Disco Fucks. I didn't say any profanity in that sentence. Rhinestone, don't accuse me of saying profanity. I wouldn't do a thing like that in this Christian stream. I would never do it like that. Yeah, Mason or a Stonecrafter? Can do. Is this one sane or is this one the insane one? This is the insane one. Yes. This is the not insane one. Bamble! Within the last season, he was frustrated after being unable to acquire something for too long. Hopefully you can acquire something because we're making new clothes. So she can go acquire something and be happy. King of the Space Disco Fucks is 115 years old, born on the 4th of Sandstone in the year 161. Her hair is clean shaven and she has a slightly upturned nose. Her nose is narrow and her ears are somewhat narrow. Her gold eyes are slightly rounded and her hair is gray mixed with amber and her skin is pink. She is very agile and tough, but she is weak. She has good creativity and good intuition, but an iffy sense for music and a shortage of patience. She personally views competition as a crucial driving force in the world and dreams of mastering a skill. She is an incredibly calm demeanor after being forced to endure the decay of a spouse in the year 270, and she never feels discouraged after retching in miasma in the year 273. She is easily moved to mercy, and she is swayed by emotional appeals, and she can slow to trust others, and she doesn't experience strong cravings or urges, and she is quick to anger, and she has little interest in joking around. She does not easily hate or develop negative feelings, and she can handle stress, which is good. And she tends to ask others for help with difficult decisions. Chews on her lips when she gets excited and when she becomes exasperated. She begins to speak very deliberately. I had to speak deliberately during the deliberately thing. Can't we all, though? It's like you can handle the decay of a loved one and you're still sane. Bow, 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 bow. Also, just because it was a question from somebody earlier, the JLab code for the website, our discount codes do stack with the current Black Friday sales, so you get an extra 10% off whatever the heck if you buy something, if you use our discount codes. Just clarified that for the sake of clarity. The dwarves suspended construction of a wall. Good job, dwarves. Can we unsuspend construction of the wall, please? Because we all need more shirts, right? Is that panic? Everybody needs more free t-shirts. I get so many free shirts at conventions, it's not even funny. Like, you just, like, talk to a developer for a game for 5 minutes and you walk away with your t-shirt and you're like, how the fuck did I do this? Like, when I told the developers of Rebel Galaxy that I have 90 hours in Rebel Galaxy 1 and they were just like, here, have a t-shirt. And I was like, thank you? I mean, I guess I like the game. The Clean Boulders stole livestock from Learned Sparkles. Their Captain Sparkles' followers. Job on them. Spoils report. Dingoes, fox, horse, wild boars sow. Fox, wild boars, horses. So you'll get the 40% off plus then an additional 10% off. Yeah. But be wary of shipping for Europe. That's the one thing I'll say. Their shipping gets expensive. So it might not actually be worth it, even with the big discounts. So I would look at Amazon prices. Because most of the same stuff is available on Amazon DE, and generally they match sales. Generally, but the discount code won't work. Unfortunately. You need help? Possibly we can help. What do you need help with, friend? There's nothing to catch in the northern swamps. There's never anything to catch in the northern swamps, so fish in the fishing area that I designated instead of the northern swamps, you dingus. To buy your girlfriend's... Wait, you have multiple girlfriends? That's impressive. What are your girlfriends interested in? Sorry, I had to call you out on that one. That was too perfect. Mesbuth, the ranger, has created an ashen ring and claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Sibrek Broad-Breached. I mean, you could buy some wireless headphones from JLab Audio. Or if you live in one particular state in the US called California, you could order wine. I also have a link where you can order wine. Realistically, I'm not sure what your girlfriend is into. Although I'll say this, an audiologist. What the frick is an audiologist? Realistically, I have no idea. Holy shit, it's worth 80,400. That's like not bad at all. This is an ashen ring. All craft dwarf is of the highest quality. The youthful rock, Rylmid. It is encrusted with point-cut red spinels and cushion marble cabochons, and encircled with bands of brilliant-cut red spinels and cave spider silk. This object menaces with spikes of red spinel. On the item is an image of a many-pointed star in ash. On the item is an image of El Dragon, wire frenzies, the dwarf... Wild frenzies? Frenzies. Wire frenzies. The dwarf in emu leather. Eldragon Wire Frenzies is cringing. The artwork relates to the crushing of the dwarf Eldragon Wire Frenzies under the drawbridge and Crescentcloister of mushrooms in the late autumn of 275. On the item is an image of two kakapo in horse leather. I know exactly what the hell just happened. Nice looking vinyl. Is she also into video games? And like, does she have a record player and is she into video games? Because video game soundtracks on vinyl are all the rage these days. And this is where Userune ats me and goes, nerd! But it's true. Sort of into video games? But you're definitely biasing her. Okay, gotcha. $35. Right there. From Fangamer. Fangamer makes pretty decent stuff, too. Fuck, I actually want that. You're welcome. I'm a nerd. You're a nerd. We're all nerds. I mean, I don't think anybody watching Dwarf Fortress on Twitch has the right to call me a nerd. I'm just gonna put that out there. If you're watching Dwarf Fortress on Twitch, maybe you need to look at yourself and go, who's really the nerd here? Sokal, the dwarf, is experiencing emotional shock and has gone berserk. Well, shiznix. Oh, well, that's fine. You're in prison. So feel free to go as insane as you want because you're in prison. I thought DF is for normies. Hey, Chad. Are you a normie? Relatively non-serious question. Hello! How you doing, animal? How goes the job hunt? Bow, 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 bow. How's life as a normie, normie? The normies where? Duck! I'm actually not sure why my dwarves aren't digging this. They should be. This next year for Halloween, I'm gonna go trick-or-treating as a normie. Setting up the applications, haven't heard anything back. It's a tough time of year to be applying for jobs because all the seasonal stuff is like already kind of snapped up, right? Hope you find something soon, Animal. I went out and got my serving it right, so if I need to get a job, I can get one like pretty quick at almost any liquor store. Well, any privately owned liquor store. Getting into government liquor stores is hard as fuck. Serving it right basically is just like your license to sell liquor. The clean boulders stole livestock from learned sparkles. Man, eventually learned sparkles will learn to not store their livestock so far out. Ooh, a bunch of wild boar sows. Bacon's on the table, boys and girls. Can't wait to make all those fox leather clothes. For January positions? Yeah, that's kind of what you got to be aiming for. The definition of normie is not somebody watching Dwarf Fortress on Twitch. Although, because of how mainstream Twitch is at this point, watching Twitch in general, you can still be a normie. But, you know. Although, on the topic of, like, you know, being a nerd and all, seriously, thank you so much to everybody who tunes into this stream. You know, there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of Twitch streams per day, and, you know, there's 60 people watching me stream a labor of love indie game. Speaking of which, if you have Steam installed, chat room, go and nominate Dwarf Fortress for the Labor of Love award on Steam. So Steam is doing their annual Steam Awards now, and if you have a Steam page on Steam, you're allowed to be nominated for things. Go nominate Dwarf Fortress for Labor of Love. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go take a leak. I will be back in a mo. I've drank too much coffee today, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, and also nominate Jupiter Hell for the best game that you suck at. Subverse for art. Eh, fair enough. To ship to Ireland? Well, you can give her a delivery date. I did that for my ex a couple times. I'd be like, here's like obscure anime figure that I know you want. It'll be delivered in January. All right, Cryo Shakespeare. The Swordmaster has bestowed the name Kazshog upon a steel short sword. What does that mean? You got 2 notable kills and 17 other slayers. 17 other kills. The Swordmaster Cryo Shakespeare has a total of 19 kills with the sword. Negate static. Total of 19 kills, and you named it. Don't mind the spazzing out epic giant storm over here. Who's having a panic attack? Hello, Panic. I am streamer. Baron, how's your day going so far, sir? Who is my celebrity crush? Well, I currently don't have one, but if I were to say like a traditional celebrity crush, like one that I had growing up, very much so, Emma Stone. But I wouldn't say I have one currently.
Nani?
What? Superbad came out at a very transformative time for me, okay? It was very much like the perfect age for that movie. I'm gonna put a dining room up here. I actually rewatched Superbad relatively recently. That movie holds up. It's still decent for what it is. I'm just gonna put prepared food up there. Don't know how much of it'll actually make it up there, but... Handling dangerous creature. Fun. Cancels execute criminal. My hammerer cancels execute criminal. Could not find past the criminal. Huh. What criminal are you trying to execute? Man, there's a lot of crimes here and no witnesses on any of them. I mean, Baron asked a legitimate question and I responded with my answer. Userin. Also, when I'm referring to Emma Stone, I'm referring to, like, Superbad era Emma Stone. Which is kind of a long time ago. But currently, I wouldn't say I have a celebrity crush because, quite frankly, I don't pay any attention to celebrities. Like, at all. The closest thing to celebrities that I pay attention to are metal bands. Which isn't really traditional celebrities. I don't know, chat room. Who's your celebrity crush? Baron started this bullshit. Chat room, who is your celebrity crush and why is it William Dafoe? Alright, let's make this into a dining room. I don't even know who that is. Blue Chimp. Okay, no, I do know who that is. I just had to Google him. It's the Social Network guy. What the fuck happened to Michael Cera? Like, actually, where did he go? He was in, like, everything for a bit there, and now he just vanished into infinity. Also, low-key, I loved The Social Network. That was a great movie. It's like one of my favorite movies of the last few years. Michael Cera should be? Why isn't he? I used to love Michael Cera in movies. He just, like, was the perfect awkward dude. Which is why I liked Michael Cera in movies. Well, hello, how are we doing today, Scoundrel? If you guys want to see more Dwarf Fortress on the internets, go give Scoundrel M a big old follow. That's fucked. My dad actually came up to me the other day because I went out for dinner with my parents, I guess. It was kind of a late lunch with my parents, and it was on Sunday, and my dad was all like, yo, we have 21 up and 11 down. And I'm like, internet? And he's like, yeah, is that good? And I'm like, wait, so you actually upgraded your internet? And he was like, yeah. For reference, they used to have less than a megabyte up and down for years. It was like 0.4 up and like 0.2 down or something. They just upgraded their internet to a fiber direct line. A stinking cold. How does a cold smell? Like, if a cold stinks, that's maybe more than a cold. It's like a cold and the need for a shower at the same time. But I hope you get well soon. Hilariously lame jokes aside, I hope you get well soon. I'm choking on my coffee. Although, in all seriousness, I'm sorry, what? Oh, a ghostly glazer has arisen and haunting the fortress. Oh no, there is an N in the fortress. Well, this means we need to go over here, engrave a slab, engrave a slab, engrave a slab. You wouldn't be able to tell right now. Why? Because you can't, like, inhale or exhale? But yeah, no, get well soon, dude. Having a cold is, no fun. He'll glaze you into ectoplasm. He's going to ectoplasmically glaze you into, the floor? Ectoplasmic glazing time. We needs one silk cloth. We're out of silk cloth. Boo. My music ended. Life is sad. Although we were talking about the Celeste soundtrack earlier, so that's what we're going to listen to now. And says good work. Tell mini scoundrel M that streamer thanks you. I know she has sound. Although I wouldn't let children have sound of my stream because I cuss too much. Not that I cuss that much, but I cuss enough. Although, for those of you who don't know, today's stream is going to be weird. We're going to be doing about 5-ish hours of Dwarf Fort. At which point, I will then be taking a break. I will be shutting the stream off for about 4 hours while I set up and get ready to be on the front page of Twitch for the Hot Potato Charity Marathon. Currently, Resorty is live with that. We have a goal of raising $5,000 for Doctors Without Borders. Currently, I think they're probably pretty close to 2. So apparently, Resorty is matching half of them. What's Riz at? I'm actually curious. Let's check. What are they at right now? They were at like $600 when I went to sleep. Yep, they're at $1,664 right now. Holy shit. So, and they are on like streamer number 4 and there's 29 of us. And, I blatantly told Spartan Stu when we started, I'm like, if we don't hit 10 grand, we failed. And he's like, but the goal is 5. I'm like, we're gonna hit 10 grand. So, if you got $5, don't throw it at me today. Just keep it in the pocket, okay? Hang out. 6 p.m. Let's raise some money for charity. 6 p.m. Pacific. Sound good, everybody? It's almost like spoilers for you because you haven't finished Celeste. I'm sorry. I don't like torture platformers, so I will never finish Celeste, but I love the soundtrack. Would you prefer I put on a different soundtrack then? Because if you don't want to hear this, then we can put on this. Yeah, it's fair. I don't want to spoil the soundtrack for you. It's a good soundtrack. We'll just do Starbound instead. I'm not always a soulless, like, fiend. Sometimes I'm a nice person. Got an elf trader in the fortress. I don't trust it. There's also giant magpies flying around. Gross. I don't actually know what to do with this tower anymore. I'm just kind of losing it. I'm just building it upwards because I can. I made it this far. Might as well keep building. If you clicked my tracking link once in the last 30 days, I will get the payment for it. There doesn't need to be any indication. Amazon tracking is like weirdly spooky. So as long as you clicked through the referral link to open the page, you're good to go. Also, Sergaz, if you do purchase any JLab related products, just tell me so I can tell them that somebody bought it, and we're just kind of working on faith with it because they don't have any direct way of tracking it. I can see purchases that go through, but I don't actually know what you purchased. So, because they don't care where we sell headsets. because to them it's a sale is a sale. So you're ordering vitamins and a book for your brother? Gotcha. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, I think you said that you bought, what's it called? Shoelaces or something? Because I got 11 cents through Amazon DE, which I'm assuming that's what that was. Place item in tomb. Item inaccessible. What item are you trying to place in the tomb? Probably someone's, like, limb or something. Oh. Did my mechanic die or something? Weird. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, Amazon products are weird. It's like anywhere from 1% commission to 17% commission, so it depends on what you bought. I don't know what somebody bought, but somebody in the UK bought something that got me $50 in commission, so I'm... Amazon's weird. Like, Amazon affiliate links is the weirdest thing to me in the world. And I buy all my toilet paper on Amazon, so I'm sending Bell and Air, like, 30 cents in toilet paper money once every 6 months. The ghostly glazer has been put to rest. We no longer have to fear the ectoplasmic bursts of energy from the crazies. Although, ironically, I think the person that's using the Amazon Associates link the most here is actually my mother. Because my mother orders things constantly for her business. So she is, like, constantly ordering various things from Amazon Canada for the school. And because she is always using my links now, I get, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 sales a week for, like, random shit in, like, the school supplies section. And I'm starting to, like, look at that and go, I wonder if that's just, like, a money loophole, but, like, I guess I just shouldn't say that too loudly and smile and take the money. Not sure the Celeste Vinyl will work out. It is what it is. Although audiophiles are really easy to buy stuff for if they don't already have things. Says the audiophile. I'm the one using a $700 headset with an amp. Depends on my toilet visits, right, though? It's a very small percentage. When setting up for a new fort, regardless of where you set up, unless it's a very unique place like a glacier. Not really, but that kind of is your DF getting started list for every fort right there. It's just a flow chart of if this, do that, if that, do this. Like, I probably couldn't, like, list off everything that I automatically do, but that's basically everything that I automatically do. You don't have a crazy amount of money. Here's the thing, though, right? You don't need a crazy amount of money to buy something for an audiophile. You really don't, especially with all the hipster as fuck, like, music stores that are up and around now these days. Like, you can just go buy vinyl in a store for not a ridiculous amount of money. Let's go steal more livestock. No idea what. This isn't really something that I would recommend getting for a significant other, but the best, I have no idea what they're trying to place in a tomb. Okay, so I'm just going to forbid everything that's on this level, basically. because there is a lot of stuff in this water that they are trying to go get, and I can't because it's all in there. Silvertongue, the administrator, has slipped into depression. R.I.P. But the best Secret Santa gift I ever gave somebody was a bar of really fancy organic soap, but I put it in a balloon. So it was a bar of soap in a balloon, and then I put the balloon in a box and then wrapped the box. Also, something that my extended family does these days. I'm not certain again, not something that I would buy for a significant other, but this is something that we do for Christmas in my extended family now. We take an undetermined amount of money, so it's somewhere between 50 and $100 usually. And then we wrap it in as many layers of box as you can. So you put it in an envelope, and then you wrap that in a small box, and then wrap that box in a bigger box, 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 etc. And you don't just like wrap it, you wrap with like duct tape, maybe like bolt boards around it, like build a box with like screws and nails, maybe some hot glue out of particle board, and then wrap that, and then put that in a bigger box, etc. And you just keep making a bigger box until it's like too big for someone to reasonably hold, right? And then what you do is you put on oven mitts, yeah? And every single person the first person takes the box and starts trying to unwrap it with the oven mitts on. And the next person has a cup, right? And you put the cup on the side of the table upside down, usually like a solo cup, like a red solo cup. Put it upside down on the side of the table, and you have to flip it onto its bottom so it's sitting upright with one hand. So the next person has to flip it. The second they get the cup upright, then they take the oven mitts from the person who went first, and then they try and unwrap the box. And then the next person in line starts trying to flip the cup, and you just keep going. It gets really violent really quickly. It's a whole lot of fun, especially when you start trying to hit people with the box to like knock over the cup. It's good times. Brings out the worst in people. Last year really got going when I just picked the thing up and started fucking jumping on it. It's good family bonding time. I'm like very tempted to join the Reddit Secret Santa. I've never done it before, but it would involve like shipping something to somebody. Who says I'm confessing to a domestic violence case? What? How in the world is punching a box domestic violence? Except for maybe domestic violence against said box. It's okay though, the box doesn't have feelings, so that's fine. So you put it in an envelope, and then you wrap that in a small box, and then wrap that box in a bigger box, 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 etc. So you put it in an envelope, and then you wrap that in a small box, and then wrap that box in a bigger box. That is a pretty good clip. I need to save that one for later highlighting purposes. Can someone just like loop that? Just to wrap that box in a bigger box and just loop that like 50 times. It's like How to Christmas. I mean, if someone makes a remix out of that, I will, I don't know, say thank you. Make it into a sound command, I guess. Oh, shit. It's like on level with this. Oh, great. Are we getting dive bombed by vultures? Yep. All right, dwarves, time to hide inside. We're getting dive bombed by vultures. So this fortress's open pit design has one very serious flaw. Once a year, around springtime, the fortress gets dive bombed by vultures. Also, hello, Ridley. Yeah, no, vulture rip frames. It's fine. As long as all the dwarves go inside for a bit, they just kind of leave. The problem is they killed a dwarf once. Let's go down to the break zone and then go here. There we go. All the military is now off duty and can go take a break. All of the dwarves can either go into the library or down into the tavern and just kind of hang out for a little bit. They don't steal stuff like he has. They sometimes do, but it's very rare. Generally, they just kind of dive bomb and attack dwarves. So you just kind of want to get your dwarves inside for a little bit until they leave. And they leave pretty quick if the dwarves are inside. We have been dive bombed by giant Kias once. That was pretty devastating. I do have ranged dwarves, but I just kind of want them to leave. And if we just get them out of the area, they just kind of leave. The clean boulders stole more livestock. What livestock did we get? More black bears, more wild boars, more dingoes, more foxes, raccoon, and more wild boars. Solid. Speaking of Jupiter Hell, developer of Jupiter Hell just tweeted, current status, absinthe in Prague. Be safe, man. A mob of pets rip the Kias out of the sky. No, not currently. I had one trainable flying animal, but I just slaughtered it. That's the problem, is just because they're tame doesn't mean they're effective. But they're leaving already. There was 16 of them, so a few of them have already left. Everything good? Everything's pretty good, I think. Herbitor? Chat, are we all good? But yeah, no, I got a new hat, Baron. You'll get yours in a few months. It's a cop hat. It's a pretty good cop hat, isn't it? Hobo Keb is also a cop, so you gotta be real careful. Or a stone hobo. He came in the other day, he's like, holy shit, I'm a cop! It's funny. Ba-da-da-da, no. Right? Well, okay, this is pretty accurate. Although, what hat is after the cop hat? I don't actually remember. Christmas party, that's a little early. It's not even December. Some migrants have arrived. Well, would you look at that? Vultures are still vulturing. Okay, I can't wait for the 3-year. The 3 years is sombrero. Let's see if I can show this to you. This is the 3-year badge. Right there. That's the one that we're currently on. That's next. Although the wizard hat's pretty good. But that's going to take another year before we get there. I'm just saying. That wizard hat, pretty quality. You really like my cup hats? Cup hats? Cup hats. Which one's the... Oh, cop hats? Not cup. It's like cup. Just getting images of Cuphead in my chat. Hey, Chad, I'm almost at 9,000 hours. No shenanigans? I mean, if you're investing 1, you're guaranteed to get 1 or 0. Holy shit, the dwarves are dancing! Look at that! They're standing in a circle and singing. Let's say, so you like pain? Here's more. Where's Fog at? I miss you, Fog. Actually, where's our guy, Vlam, to be able to use that? I miss you, Vlam. Come back to me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. A lot of dwarves are worshipping their gods and praying. Tubal, the bone carver, is throwing a tantrum. That's not safe. Is worshipping and tantruming. Well, good job. Both of the Tubals, bone carver and a mason, named Tubal, are both throwing tantrums. Turns out Tubal's a loose cannon. Has anyone seen Bruce Wizard? You mean that it's totally not Cuphead, the video game? It's absolutely not Cuphead. In any way. Not associated with Cuphead or inspired by Cuphead. Holy shit, Zapanic, you got 1 ticket back. How does that make you feel? No, 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 no. This loop? Oh my god. So, what? See, they do steal stuff. They stole some horse meat. So what's your plans for that loop? Do you know what you're gonna do with it? Darn, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Well, time to take it into some serious audio editing software and cut out the background noise. Welcome to Big Money. Only 90s kids will remember that. Is that 90s or early 2000s? I actually can't remember. I think dwarves are about to start singing again and dancing. Is this actually getting you any good moods, depressed dwarfs? Interested? That's something. Interested, that's something. Interested, that's okay. Euphoric due to inebriation. Satisfied, remembering, improving, reading. You're a furnace operator, right? You know, I think that this dwarf, you're gonna have a new occupation. You're gonna be our scholar. Because this dwarf gets all kinds of great moods from reading and learning. I think it's time to expand our tavern. What do you guys think? It's a little crowded in here. I think it's time to expand the tavern. Like, I'm thinking... like, up to here. With, like, little areas like this. What do you guys think of that as an expansion? We could do, like, a, this kind of area. You have all the multi-tracks from every Rock Band game? Oh my god. I know the name. I need to Google it. I feel like I do. I don't know where I know this person from, but I certainly know the name. Oh, it's the Potter Puppet Pals person, right? Yes, I know who that is. But yeah, no, that's just like the thing that he did initially. But yes, I do know who that is. Why do you ask? I can't see shit. Ultimate Showdown and the Ultimate Destiny. Yes, yes, yes. This is the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see. And only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. It was Endgame before MCU was around. Yeah, except it wasn't official, right? Ah, the good old days of quality internet bullshit. Hey, the vultures are leaving slowly. I'm pretty sure I have, and I'm pretty sure it's not my sense of humor. From a quickie Google. But then again, most things on the internet are not my sense of humor. The vast majority of, like, internet humor doesn't work for me. Okay, so this is just gonna be for, prepared food and then drinks. Then I'm going to go to and remove all of that. Remove that. Also, I'm well aware that this is uneven. Just an FYI. Only 2 giant vultures left on the map. But it's mesmerizing. I'm glad. If you want me to, like, give you explanations on anything, feel free to ask questions. All you really need to know is the little colored dots are dwarves, and the little E is an elf. If it's red, it's probably a baby of whatever it is. This in specific right here is a duckling. Over here we have a cavy pup, a stray hen, a wild stray boar, a stray fox, more dwarves, a dingo. I think it's a rabbit. Raccoon, actually. Trash panda. Black bear. Tame, of course. Barrels, pots filled with drink and alcohol. I've always described Dwarf Fortress as like watching an anthill. You like the little ad in the corner? Not too obnoxious. Big enough to be effective and big enough to pay me money. Streamer money is good. Streamer money where I don't have to tell you guys to throw it at me is good. Just to be clear, that ad isn't giving me, you know, a livable wage or anything, but a couple dollars a day does wonders in a month. AKA Baby's First Dwarf Fortress. Actually, I would say No Moria is more Baby's First Dwarf Fortress. RimWorld is kind of very much a different thing. But I'll actually be streaming RimWorld later today as part of the Hot Potato Charity-a-thon. Marthasoft. We'll be on the front page of Twitch at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Which will be fun. There will probably be a lot of people in the channel later today. Couldn't get into No Moria? Neither could I, because it was shit. But it still is very much Baby's First Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, I have about 2,000 hours in RimWorld. About that from Zenfrox? Oh. I convinced Zenfrox to stream this, and he did, briefly. Then kind of stopped. Make me sad. Yeah, no, the problem with No Moria is it never really got developed to a point where they actually made it fun. Giant cockatiels. Okay, we can go outside now. Those won't dive bomb our dwarves. They will try and steal our stuff, but they won't dive bomb us, which is good. All right, dwarves, you guys can go outside again. I've got a lot of animals I need to slaughter. Holy shit. I need to make like 3 more butcher shops. I might do that. So since there are some people in chat who don't actually know what's going on, I'm just gonna do a real quick visuals overview for anybody who's seriously confused, just because it does actually help quite a little bit. So I'm just gonna pop up to the surface real quick and zoom out. Essentially what you're looking at is, this is either one RimWorld map, so one flat RimWorld map, or one layer of Minecraft blocks is the best way to describe it. Now, I can move up and down through maps. This is actually, if you're thinking of it in RimWorld terms, about 256 RimWorld maps stacked. So I can go 21 Z levels above the ground, and I can go all the way down to 128 Z levels below ground. Yeah, Zipanic, very much so. But the problem with No Moria is the fact that they were selling it. They're inevitably going to run out of money. So essentially, it's, imagine a game that looks 2D, but is actually a fully 3D world. It's very obvious when, like, you look at the mountains, like right there, that black right there is underground that hasn't been mined out yet. So it's underneath the mountain. I can go up and you can see the tops of the trees. I can go up a little higher and you can see even more tops of the trees. You can see that my tower rising up out of the ground. Over on the right side of the screen, if I zoom in, it's much more clear because the UI scales with zooming in and zooming out. Over there on the right, there is a blue line and a brown line, okay? The brown line is ground level. The blue line is sky level. So there's a little cube in the center of it. As it moves up, that's me moving up away from the ground. What the Oh, those are cockatiels. I was like, why is there flying crocodiles? They're cockatiels. Giant cockatiels, which are a large monster in the form of a cockatiel. He is very weak, and his feathers are white. His skin is burnt umber, and his eyes are black. Giant cockatiels. Giant birdies. As we fly back down towards the ground, you can see the brown line getting closer and closer. As we go underground, it turns yellow, and we're below ground. The very top, there's a thing that says -1. It means we're 1 level below ground, 2 levels below ground, 3 levels below ground, 4 levels below ground, 5 levels below ground, 6 levels below ground, etc. Now it's green, 1 level above ground, 2 levels above ground, 3 levels above ground, 4 levels above ground, etc. Little arrows pointing up and down, which you'll see all over the place, are ramps. So think StarCraft or any other RTS game that has ramps where you can go from one level to another level. Those little up-down arrows allow creatures and land-dwelling dwarves and elves and small bits of wildlife to go up and down on the Z levels. Now, if you're looking at this, you'll see squiggles and stuff everywhere. If we hit the K button, it'll let us look at things. All of this white is actually white sand because this is a Badlands biome. So it's a very kind of almost desert-like biome. Over here on the left, we also have this jungly biome. So we have meadow grass, dense bent grass, meadow grass. What's this? Cranberry vines. Oh, would you look at that? There's also celery, natural growing celery, peaches, and prickleberries. The peaches have probably fallen from a tree, though, which we recently cut down. What kind of trees we have? Pecan trees. We have apple trees. We have ash twigs. We have bayberry trees, willow branches, peach trees. And these are all growing fruit. We can actually like send our dwarves out here to go harvest the trees and harvest the fruit from them. This is a really old tree. Look at the size of this trunk. It's actually taking up a total of 4 tiles. It's an almond tree, and it's really tall. Wow. That tree is 7 Z levels, 8 Z levels, 9 Z levels tall. That is a really tall tree. Etc. How about this? I just say... etc. 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 Clip that. There you go. But yeah, that's kind of the brief overview of what the fuck are you looking at in Dwarf Fortress. As far as like most of the UI goes, like don't worry about it. Just remember that if you see this, this is actually a dwarf's brain. This is the biggest, scariest wall of text in Dwarf Fortress. Actually, hold on. I wonder if they're still dancing. I want to show you something else. If you haven't seen this, this is always mind-boggling. This dwarf is telling a story. The story this dwarf is telling is, in the year 213, the dwarf Odam Painted Find became the Baron of the Rocks of Birth. The Rocks of Birth is our dwarven faction. And this dwarf is telling that story to other dwarves. It's not the coolest story in the world. I was kind of hoping we'd have some poetry being told or something, but we don't currently. But yeah, that's the very quick, brief overview of what the fuck you're looking at in Dwarf Fortress. I don't know if it helps or makes it make any more sense in the slightest, but... Also, this doesn't really have anything to do with watching Dwarf Fortress, but dwarves don't have health. They have blood, bones, tendons, skin, fat, and muscle? Anything can be bruised, cut, torn, ripped, and they die when they lose a certain amount of blood. It's also tracking fingers, eyelids, lips, individual organs, joints, etc. And, yeah, nerves. That's the one that I was forgetting. And anything getting torn, disconnected, can disable specific limbs and portions of dwarves. So, like, say, this dwarf just gave birth to a baby, right? So maybe... This dwarf's probably pretty healthy. Gwellum, in fact. Congratulations on your child, if you're lurking. Let's see. Upper body, lower body, neck, head, upper arm, left upper arm, right lower arm, left lower arm, right hand, right upper leg, left upper leg, right lower leg, etc., all the way down to feet, plus toes, fingers, etc. Teeth as well. Their teeth are being tracked, so they can lose different portions of their teeth if they get punched in the head. Did I mention this game is bananas? Also, it's free, so like if you're maybe playing RimWorld and going, let's try something a little different. Just install Dwarf Fortress and generate a world. Mess around for a bit, have some fun. Dig up some ancient horrors. It's a good time. We're looking around for more ore veins. What about clowns? There's no clowns in Dwarf Fortress. Don't clown around. Supposed to interact with Cursed Weather? I don't know. Ask Toady. I've got no fucking idea. Realistically, I have absolutely no idea. Later when I'm playing RimWorld? Well, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's currently noon. So now, dwarves, we'll cut out some more of this. Alright, so we've been in this fort for a little bit. It's late summer, which is usually the time of year the goblins invade us. So maybe we'll get another goblin invasion soon. Doesn't have structural integrity? It does, though. Stuff can cave in and collapse if you're not paying attention. I have no idea how that stuff would work. Spiegels? Is that how you say your name? Yeah, I have no idea how that would work. Absolutely no idea. Also, hot damn. Hot Potato Charity-a-thon is almost at $2,000. $1,998. Real tempted to just chuck $2 at them. Shoutouts to Resorty running the Hot Potato-a-thon. Oh, that's all suspended. Does the hole dig deeper? If you dig whole layer, all layers above it would collapse and the map would have one tile less. If you dig out an entire layer and then channel around the top, yes. There was actually there was a pretty good set of videos or not videos, but like GIFs of a guy who used DFHack to settle on a elven city and then just carved out an entire Z level around the edges. Audio, welcome back. Are you gonna Christmasify your command at some point? It's starting to look like Christmas time. I actually have to put up my Christmas calcium. Skelly. Soon, TM. I'll do that December 1st. But yeah, welcome back, audio. I hope that you're having a good Thanksgiving. I don't know what your plans are for Thanksgiving. I know that you're you got a little bit of time off, but Did I say Christmas? I meant to say Thanksgiving, but... Or wait, no, duh, for commands. I'm a derp. I'm talking too fast today and I have way too much energy. It's weird. It's like I haven't had any energy in like a month, and then all of my energy today is just... I struck tetrahedrite, Pug. And gems. You will be working on that spicy meat. I look forward to it. My phone's going off. Why's my phone going off? I love getting spam texts from a store that I bought stuff from years ago. This is family dinner tonight. Got some good beer. Take photos. My plan for tonight is fancy beer from Quebec. Shoutouts to my friends in Quebec who make good beer. I'll give you a link. That's my plans for tonight. Is be on front page of Twitch, then drink that. You used to like that one? Do I want to know? Generally, if I used to like something that's of an alcoholic variety, it's because I made bad decisions and then don't like it anymore. Of the can when you open it? Okay. Beer's Founders Rebus? Okay, gotcha. For those of you who don't know, if you're a beer snob, I have a Discord server, and on my Discord, there is a room specifically for talking about beer. Or just, like, alcohol in general. We'll accept whiskey. Or rum. Or vodka, or whatever. But, like, if you post a picture of Bud Light, I will ban you from my server. Challenge me, I dare you. Ah, that's fair. It's very much, like, you know... It's very much that kind of thing. Lemonade? That's not beer. Animal. If it's not an alcoholic beverage, I don't care. You're gonna try and nap a bit? Gotcha. Yeah, that would be nice, because I need mods, and I know for a fact most of my mods won't be able to make it, so... As, like, it's pretty late for B-Lug, and... It's just not the best time of day for a lot of people who mod this channel. So having mods around will be nice. Are extracted from glands of... Wait, what? Some raspberry flavorings are extracted from glands on a beaver's anus. Do you have, like, a... fact check of that? Like, what? I feel like I need a, I need an adult after reading that. Kirkade, what's up, dude? How you been, man? Also, Silver Tongue, you're still alive, just like running around and being nutso. You don't miss being a mod? I always actively tell my friends to not mod me. Like, one problem of I'm not famous, but being somebody that people consider famous on a site like this is sometimes people just mod you for absolutely no fucking reason. I am a horrible mod. Do not mod me. I will get drunk and come into your chat and ban everybody. Do not mod me, okay? Modding me is a bad idea. Like, seriously, do not, under any circumstances, mod me in your chat. I am a liability to your channel. But you don't stream. But then everybody just mods me in their channel even though they don't stream. Speaking of not streaming, B-Lug, how's your roguelike coming along? Have you had any more downloads on it? I'm just curious if people are playing it. Why did they suspend the construction of the ramp? It's right there, though. Cool, so there's people playing it. Feel free to link it in the chat if you want. I mean, aren't we always defending Earth from the stupidity of the rest of humanity? I'm upset by this. I've been fine, but I mean, I did annoy you in the past with your bad English, but still. Here's the thing, Gurkade, right? If I call somebody out on writing a completely broken sentence, don't take me too seriously, okay? Like, if I'm saying, like, do you want to try that again? I don't generally mean anything by it. It's more just me poking fun. I wouldn't worry about it too much, Gurkade. Because I will poke fun every now and again. Just you taking everything seriously? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just like when I make fun of Cooler for saying something in relatively broken English, and then he's like, "Stupid Canadians." I gotta poke fun at Cooler for being Russian, and he pokes fun at me for being Canadian and not speaking French. So. The what high in Hat Town? The what high in Hat Town? What in the fuck is a what high in Hat Town? Trying to make a funny? Okay. It wasn't funny. Yeah, it's the easiest Discord to join on the planet. You can literally just use the join code blind, or you can click that link. But if you want to join my server, just go to home on Discord, add server, and then join the server BLIND, and you're in. Which means every now and again I get a whole bunch of randoms going, "Hey, do you play Fortnite?" And I'm like, "Nah, you're in the wrong channel, bud." Yes, I'll give you V-Bucks now. Leave me alone. Last time I had somebody DM me on Discord and ask me for V-Bucks, my response was, "What the fuck is a V-Buck?" It was one of the funniest responses I've ever had. They were like, "How do you not know what a V-Buck is?" I'm like, "Gee, I don't know." Robux? We don't sell Robux here. I can't give you a rebate on your Robux. Bloom bucks? Is that what, like, Michael Bloomberg gives you? You're 49. Can you V fuck off? Can you V? I don't give no V fucks about it. Hey, Cooler. How are you doing? Did you ever retire your adventure, or are you still adventuring around the dwarven wasteland? Greetings, Anander. How are you doing on this fine afternoon? Yep, cool. I've got the stream up. It's funny. I told Spartan Stew that we'd do 5 grand in the first day. I made a bet with him last night. I'm like, bet you 100 bits we do 5 grand in the first day. And he goes, "I don't know, but that would be amazing." Oh my god. How about this? I just say, so you put it in an envelope, and then you wrap that in a small box, and then wrap that box in a bigger box, wrap that box in a bigger box, wrap that box in a bigger box, wrap that box in a bigger box. I'm upset. Go to memes on my Discord. It's 30 seconds long. Oh, it's terrible, I know. Hey, Gaff. I don't even need to, like, say hello to you. I just read your name, and then we're already good to go. Sheila, you wandered into a goblin bandit camp who have lots of chests. Good stuff, good stuff. Eurist is throwing a tantrum. How fucking predictable. But thank you for creating quality bullshit for my channel, friend. Okay, do I not have a captain of the guard right now? No, I don't. Okay, that's my problem. Literally have nobody with any relevant skills. Sure. Doran, you can be my captain of the guard, because I need a captain of the guard to arrest these criminals. Hey, nuts and bolts. When was the last time I played adventure mode? Never on stream. But about a month ago. It's like Dwarven Florida, man. You're not wrong, Total Necro. Also, for anybody who's here for the first time ever, if you're here for the first time ever, just know, my bot really likes beer. If you just type in the word beer in chat, regardless of whether you're subscribed or not, my bot will try and give you a beer. Am I using default OBS Studio software? That's for me to know and you not to find out. Yes. I don't use none of that Streamlabs bullshit. After new update? After villains? Probably, yeah. Highly likely. Commands? I feel like we've been over this before, Gurcade, but I don't have a commands command because there's too many commands, and it would be a very long command, and I don't want to have a commands command that's that long. All relevant commands to the stream are in the title. JRPG style parties and mounts. We can ride our horse into battle. And we steal from Old Fortress? Sure. You'd ride a boar. You know, honestly, I think after villains, adventure mode is going to be a whole lot like Kenshi. Because, like, isn't that essentially what Kenshi is? Just kind of roll around with a crew of people and maybe build a base, maybe don't, train them up. But yeah, no, I think some, like, just lo-fi and chill adventure mode streams would be pretty great. And I'm excited. I think that'll be good times. You'd require detailed party management? Yeah, I don't know how detailed it's going to be. At all. Outpost liaison has arrived. Well, we can begin bringing stuff up here. And I've got a shit ton of crafts to trade, so... Let's also bring the weapon bins. Legwear. You know what, we'll just do all that. It's fine. Oh shit, we're out of drink. Brew drink from plant 500. Just brew a bunch of drinks. Yeah, we're not actually brewing drinks right now. That is scary. Chat room, we have a problem. We're almost out of beer. Mwah, perfect. Yeah, exactly. A bone colossus. Huh. What, in Dwarf Fortress? I mean, a colossus made of bone would fall apart pretty quick, so that's probably not modded. Didn't actually realize the game was paused there. This is all I have to say to that, sir, guys. You want after Dwarf Fortress, and that's to be able to turn back on world generation? I mean, so at PAX, during the Dwarf Fortress panel, Toady talked several times about, like, because someone asked him during the Q&A portion, what's your dream feature? And he said his dream feature would be able to push one button and rewind time or play time forward. So, like, jump ahead 100 years while in Fortress mode and just see where your fort is at and then jump back. That's what he said his dream feature is. So, yes. So rewrite the entire game. Well, he said that's his dream feature, so I doubt it'll ever actually happen, but... I mean, ideally by that point, we'll have stronger CPUs, right? Isn't that like the case? Is ideally we'd have just better CPUs by that point? Well, Eurus looks like he's going to prison. Neil.
Crypt high.
Dude, thank you very much for the 30 months. Seriously. Thank you very, very, very much for the 30 months. I owe you 5 push-ups or 5 sit-ups. What do you prefer? And seriously, thanks for supporting this stream as long as you have. Yeah, right? Mechanical? Push-ups can do. I just realized the ad here is covering part of chat, so I need to move chat up a little bit. There we go. That's better. Strunk! I try. DF like it's 2019. Plain DF like it's 1999. Two-Ball the Bone Carver is having a tantrum in prison, so it's irrelevant. I love that we have a dwarf that's just permanently tantruming. This miner, permanently tantruming. Trader is now requested a depot. We need a battle axe made. Oh, I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Oh. Oh my. Merit deserves a reward. I come empowered to establish this colony as official land of our realm. Do you know of any dwarves to recommend for elevation? We'll see you later, Gurkade. Dwarves to recommend for elevation. Spitalier, the humble gem cutter. Is it bad that my default response is like, go donate $10 to charity and I'll elevate your dwarf? Speaking of charity, I think... Oh, never mind. I thought that Resorti's stream just went offline. It's like, why did Resorti go offline? What the fuck? He didn't. You already threw $100 in? Oh, really, Spitalier? Okay, well, you can have the dwarf then. I can sincerely believe the good news. I have some recommendations. Spitalier, where are you? I'll just take you on statement for that. Where is your dwarf? Elevate my dwarf. Elevate! There you are. Spitalier. Guess what? You get to be a baron. Soon, TM. There is much to share. Information has been added to the Civilization and World Info. What requests do you have of our merchants? All of the leather and all of the cloth. I already have the metal I need. And Spitalier, seriously, thanks for all the support of the stream in the last, like, month and a bit. And thanks for supporting charity. All right, that should be good. Well then, we have finalized your import agreement. Let's discuss what we are willing to offer you for your craft worship. They want rings, shields and bucklers, potash, prepared meals, quivers, earrings, goblets, ammunition, and scepters. They look forward to meeting us again. And remember, chat room, this is important. Our fortunes rise and fall together. And we're just waiting on our broker. You think you can make it Thursday evening? So you think you can be here this evening? Or next Thursday evening. Because today is Thursday. At least I think. Yes, today is Thursday. Ah, next week? Gotcha, gotcha. Well, alright. I mean, that's fair. If you gotta be gone for a bit, you gotta be gone for a bit. I know how that goes. I'm gonna keep that bronze crossbow, actually. But we're gonna sell all of these spiked metal balls. And sell the silver warhammers. Actually, no, we'll keep the warhammers. This stuff will sell, though. 3 out of 3 on the day. Pog. They do really want that ammunition. All right, let's see. Let's trade for all of these bars. All of that glass. In this case, spiked balls, but yes. Let's trade for a bunch of these bags. Do 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 do. Do do do. Fuck, they brought a lot of bags. Pond grabber leather. Leopard leather. Coyote leather. We're gonna be making so much stuff out of leather. It's gonna be hot AF. I really hope they brought some books. The last shipment didn't bring any books and I was sad. Especially in an arid biome, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, honestly, like, just remember this, guys. You never need to apologize if you gotta be gone for a bit. It's like, I know how it goes. People travel. Of course, I'll look forward to when people come back. It's not like I will be gone or anything. You know, I'm especially used to it over the summer. People disappear for like 6 months at a time sometimes. A lot of people do a lot of traveling over the summer. Channel gets very quiet over the summer. It's the slow season for streams. You hit the wrong button and gifted your entire selection for trade. Oh, really? In one of my first forts, I accidentally stole everything. I almost felt kind of bad. You know what? We'll take the meat because variety is good. Not all of it, just some of it. I'll definitely take all of the cheese. Because I'm too damn lazy to make cheese myself. Also got a bunch of splints and crutches. Really? Man. I'm disappointed by the lack of books. Fine, we'll trade. Yeah, that's fine. You can take that. That was kind of a crappy artifact anyway. Take this great deal. And then we'll... gift you the rest of this stuff. Offer. I don't really want these good quality or these shitty trousers, so we'll trade all of this clothing for, like, I don't know, a rope or something. It's giving them a good deal anyway. I'll keep most of those spiked balls. Wait, highwood balls? Why the fuck do I have a whole bunch of spiked highwood balls? We'll trade that all for some ale. Sorry for all this slow trading action. I realize it kind of takes forever, but it is what it is. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Spoonful of slurry will do what? Excuse me? Okay. I've never really gotten into The Simpsons, so any Simpsons related references will just go straight over top of my head. Von Roland, thank you very much for the 24 months with Twitch Premium. Premium? You know, we'll roll with it. I owe you 5 push-ups or 5 sit-ups. What do you prefer? I realize there is going to be a hole in this roof. For the turkey that you ate. So 5. Can do. Hope you had good turkey. Hope you had more than just turkey, though. Turkey's good and all, but I'm a big fan of stuffing myself. Take that whatever way you want. Well, I hope that it was good. Yeah, 5, exactly. You need to go eat more? Absolutely you need to eat more. If it's a thanks is a given, it's a given that you gotta go eat more. It's absolutely a given that you gotta go eat more. Generally, during Thanksgiving, if you can eat more, it means you probably should go eat more. We had a fucking great turkey during Canadian Thanksgiving this year. It was really good. And I brought home pumpkin pie for my ex. It was good times. I think that was a murder case right there. Pretty sure 2 dwarves just got murdered by that tantrum. I really hope that somebody reported that crime to justice. Most certainly. BAG9, you are hereby accused of a double murder. Same with Ast. So this right here is going to be our Baron's bedroom. No, armor, rock. Actually, no, let's go silver. Silver armor stand, 2. Rack, silver, 2. Gold statue? Nah, this isn't a king, this is a baron that we're getting. Don't overvalue a baron. Demands golden statues? I mean, we don't know that yet. In fact, we won't know that until after my Baron is in the fortress. Oh shit, they finally finished the hatch cover. You know what? I need to deconstruct this, and this, so I can put walls on those corners. You know what? Gem windows. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do red windows. Nope, not purple. Red. Red gem windows for our Baron. Yes, flying creatures can come flying through this. Let's just hope that no flying creatures come flying through this. We can also give our Baron a pet animal and chain them up here. statue of himself? Sure. I mean, once we actually have the Baron appointed, then we'll look into that. This is going to be my Baron's office. Although this isn't technically inside right now, so we need that to get sorted. Yeah, you know, we'll just do it this way. I'm actually not sure what I made that out of. Oh, it should be fine. Is that giant vulture Thanksgiving Day already? What do you mean? Or are you asking if we're roasting giant vulture for Thanksgiving? I don't even think we've shot any of them down. Because when they show up, we just go inside and then they leave. It's just easier. There we go. Now I can install the other floor hatch. There we go. Red windows are getting installed. Chop down some more trees because we need logs. How much can a Kia carry? I have no idea. Wait, is this an African Kia or a... I can't remember the rest of the joke. They can carry anvils? I mean... Yeah? But is that at the maximum amount that they can carry? Because I know that they can carry anvils. I've had them run off with anvils. It's heartbreaking. Day 1. Kia has stolen anvil. Well, shit. African or European? I didn't know that. Ah! Yeah. African or European Kia. Yeah. I need to rewatch that movie and actually, like, memorize some of those quotes, because I'm real bad with those quotes, I'll be honest. I like Monty Python, but I've never liked Monty Python as a lot of other people. I've never liked them as much as a lot of other people do, if that makes sense. Like, I enjoy Monty Python and I find them very funny, but I always, like, get oddly bored when watching Monty Python films. Considering my favorite Monty Python movie isn't actually a Monty Python movie. My favorite Monty Python related film is A Fish Called Wanda, which just has a large portion of the group in it, but it's not actually a Monty Python movie. It's just a Monty Python adjacent movie. Pretty happy with how this little tower is turning out. Considering it goes underground, starts down here and goes all the way up through the sky. Why is that something you must confess to? It's a fine confession. What's wrong with you? I've been watching Korean dramas. You're doing fine. You are doing just fine, KSK. Do not worry. Merchants have embarked on their journey. Best of luck, merchants. Think it's weird and not funny? Lots of things are weird and not funny. Doesn't change the fact that people like them. Not everything needs to make sense to everybody to be socially acceptable to enjoy. In fact, that's like the best part of comedy, is when not everybody thinks it's funny. You know? I very much enjoy watching Jerry Seinfeld. I know some people who hate Jerry Seinfeld and think he's not funny in the slightest. I think he's hilarious. Although, ironically, I like his stand-up. I don't like Seinfeld, the TV show. I'm gonna have to make some floors in order for this to work. Temporary floors, we'll delete them later. So that they can actually get to those walls and build those. Like, chat room, what's a film that you find funny that you know other people don't find funny? I see blood on the ground. Ooh. Butcher shop. That's the worst, is when they topple the butcher shops. It's actually the worst. Let's make 100 bone crafts because I got some bone crafters that have stuff that need doing. But yeah, no, many people enjoy specific types of comedy that other people don't find funny. It's the beauty of being human and having different tastes in things. The last 2 ramps are going to be made of bronze. All the way up at the top. Actually, you know what? Bronze and gold. You love Life of Brian? I never found, like, a perfect example, actually, because I don't think Life of Brian is even remotely funny. I've never found it funny. I find that movie rather dull, actually. Like, it's just nothing happens in the movie. So we have bronze and gold at the top. So that's our tower. Which will hopefully have some form of royalty living in it. You know, as long as they're master work tables, it doesn't matter. They're all the same color, approximately. From Blackadder? I've only ever seen 1 episode of Blackadder, and I'd like to watch more of it. You really need to watch Blackadder one of these days? I need to watch a lot of things. Okay, so we're going to assign this to Spitalier, who's actually officially my Baroness now. Has a great bedroom. 3 chests and 3 cabinets. All right, bedroom done. Nicest store we can find. Are you still mayor? That's a good question, Nipple. Yes, you are. You're still not happy with your bedroom, and I still don't care. Ranger cancels give water for seeking infant. Well, Congratulations on your newborn bab. Make throne room or study. We'll make this into a study. Assign chair to Spitalier, my Baroness. Okay, so you've got your great throne room, your great bedroom, and now you need a decent dining room and a decent tomb. All right, so table. Doesn't matter what tables. Am I really at a table? Jeez. Yep, it's in a tower. Just don't put seeds here. We're good. Can you be infant? Yeah, you can be an infant. Dwarven baby. Born today. There you go. She was born today, which makes her very young indeed. She dreams of mastering a skill, well-laid plans, and shrewd deceptions. She personally holds well-laid plans and shrewd deceptions in the highest regard. Values tradition and prefers a noisily bustling life to days without activity. It's a very good sense of position of her own body and a very good intuition. A sum of patience and good willpower. Very slow to tire but flimsy. Sounds like you're going to grow up to be a great warrior. She accepts favors without developing a sense of obligation. Prefers to act as the current situation demands. And she likes... I lost where I was in my place. And she likes to present herself boldly. Even if situations requiring her skills... even if... she is extremely confident in herself in situations requiring her skills. She has little interest in joking around, and she likes to brawl. I think you can answer your own question. You watched it as a teen with your grandma and you wasn't able to understand the humor back then, but today you find it hilarious. Yeah, that's the case for a lot of like dry humor, Spitalier. Okay, well then you answered your question. I'm glad that you are capable of answering your own question. Eurist the Traitor has been cursed by Raoul Jade Jewel. I wonder what curse you got. You're going to be assigned to the Tin Admirers. And Eurist, you're going to be renamed to Eurist Cursed. Toppled a statue in a temple. Okay. Let's follow you for a few seconds. Currently is still tantruming. Going to go pick up equipment. Probably a rare creature? Well, we'll find out. There's also like a lot of blood. There's been some bad tantruming recently. Somehow we haven't lost any dwarves, though. Come on, finish tantruming. There you go. Done tantruming. Is gonna go stand somewhere. We'll find out what this dwarf is. Where corgi? Are there even? I don't even think there's corgis in Dwarf Fortress. Come on, I told you to be stationed. Go station, you shitlord. Oh, or just get into a fight with somebody. My hammers are just kicking his shit in. Oh, good God. I mean, we could just put him into prison, probably. And seal the door off. Yep. Cursed Urist is most certainly going to prison and gonna have the door sealed. Just because I want to know. We already have a hammerer. I mean, his teeth have been removed now, so that's good. It's the 23rd of Sandstone. Can someone tell me when the full moon is on the 23rd of Sandstone? I mean, I'm waiting for them to put him in jail. I do have a free chain. Oh. Oh. More fun. Two-ball the Mason lets loose a laugh, fell and terrible. I'm more worried about the cursed dwarf. Oh, please, go kill the cursed dwarf. You're supposed to be stationed, though. Get out of there, man. Although he's also completely melancholic, so I don't know if he's actually going to do anything. Thanks for the follow, Zed Panic. We'll see you later, dude. I won't be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's my my editing day, so I will not be streaming tomorrow. Whatever you do, please don't kill that baby. Yeah, I think he's just too melancholic to actually go do anything. Hey, Alexander. It's been some time since I last watched, and again, I'm looking at this and then my own fortress and going, one day you'll know how to do this? Wait, what, make a fortress that looks like mine? How to make a fortress that looks like mine? Use my tile set. Oh my god. Hot Potato Charity is at $2,678. Holy shit. They're making waves. Also, Goffer, we'll see you later, dude. kind of tempted to just lock the door for this dwarf. Two-Ball has claimed a butcher shop. Oh, here we go. Here we go, friends. Ooh. Killed an axe lord. Motherfucker. That's rough. That's extremely rough. It's extremely rough. Well, he's begun the mysterious construction. At least it wasn't a named Axe Lord. Sense of making a fortress that works without having to keep pausing, going to the wiki and discover how to make certain things. It just comes with time, dude. That's all it is. It's just time. Okay, you know what? We're going to lock this door and build a wall right here real quick. We're gonna make a new hospital. We're gonna carve out this wall right here and make a new hospital. Mostly because I don't trust that hospital right now. And there's spooky cursed dwarf in it, so I want to know what that dwarf is. And I don't really want to tempt fate and suddenly have a were-rhino in the fortress or something. I want to keep the dwarf, but... Come on, dwarves, get that constructed. Is this fort officially downhill yet? Define downhill. If you have Tantrum Spiral, eventually all the... Assuming you're in good standing with the mountain home, eventually all of the problem dwarves will weed themselves out. And you'll work back around to being okay again. So, no? I guess it really depends on your definition of downhill. Like, are we, like, super well off and doing great? No. But I wouldn't call it downhill. We got a ways to go before we hit that point. We haven't actually, like, tantrum spiraled yet. Like, we've had a fell mood now, which is bad, but that doesn't mean the world is ending. The Hillocks of Spiral Place has been found at a day's travel to the southeast, incorporated into your holdings. Oh, that's interesting. Dwarf is having a tantrum. Yeah. And? Alexander? You can also do that just by changing some raws around. So now we wait for the full moon. So we need to give you your own tomb. So right here. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I didn't notice. Sabata. I had no freaking clue. What was your first clue? I mean, the reason we have a stress issue is because there's a bunch of dead elves in our moat. So dwarves constantly see the dead elves. Tubal the Mason has created a prison sentence for himself because he murdered a dwarf to create whatever this is. Vatharar Istaradthar, a dwarf bone warhammer, and claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Faith Esteemed Glaze. That's pretty badass, for whatever that's worth. It's worth 2,280. This is a dwarf bone warhammer. All craft dwarf is of the highest quality. It is boring as hell, and it is encircled with bands of dwarf bone. Good on you. Shame it's not an axe. I mean, it's a shame it exists, actually. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter. That's not how the game works. Fairly blunt gun. I'm gonna expel you. Going to expel you. This is where we just begin doing this. Toasted the butcher's been found dead, yada yada. I just have to start mass expelling. It's not what I want to do, but it's what I gotta do. Man, can't expel you. You've got too many family members. Epic Giant Storm is found dead. Good. Don't want to lose my militia captain. So it's not worth it. Yeah, right? Kayeski? Alright, well, we're down to 99 dwarves. Are you trying to trick people into investing, Peter? I see through what you're doing. Oh, there you go. A werejackal. Interesting. A large jackal twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh, and its eyes glow amber. Its sepia hair is long and wavy. You will know why you fear the night. Damn. pretty close to a were-corgi. Were-corgi is just, you know, a Twitch streamer, right? Using face rigs specifically. So in about 4 hours, we'll actually be on the Twitch front page. Ain't that weird? Ain't that a weird thought, chat room? In about 4 hours, we'll be on the Twitch front page. Yo, hey, Cooler, do you want to do me a big favor? Are you going to be busy in 4 hours? Do you want to help me mod for my front page time? Because an extra mod would be lovely. Okay, so Eurist has now transformed back into a dwarf. We're going to cut through this and try and put him permanently into the prison. He's still technically been told to be stationed. Only if I'm playing Bejeweled. I'll be playing RimWorld for a charity event. I swear to God. Man. I'll do it one day. I promise. But anyway, do you want to help or no? But you're drawing? What you drawing? I hate the portion of Dwarf Fort where you just have to mass expel, but it's just kind of the way the game goes at a point. An emote for Bellionaire? Oh, really? Did he unlock a new one, or what's he replacing? Or is this one of the bit badge ones? But yeah, if you're busy, don't worry about it. Wants to fill the first bit slot. I might literally just like get a brick wall and just write paywall on it. Like a literal photo of a brick wall for the $10 one, and then just not make any more. Just for the irony. All right, dwarves. Where's my night creature dwarf? Still just living in prison, eh? Come on, someone put Eurist Cursed in prison. I really need Eurist Cursed to go into prison. Wonder how my scholar's doing. Because I had a scholar. Oh, there you are. This dwarf. I think this is the happiest dwarf in the fortress. Yeah, basically like that. But put like a big dollar sign on it or something. Looks like it's giant vulturing season again. New emo confirmed? More or less, yes. There's gonna be a lot of forbidden area comments. Actually, break. Can cover all of this. Oh man, there's straight up just like a dead vulture in there. I guess they can still get in, unless it flew through the glass. Actually not entirely certain how it got in. But shoutouts to the Dead Vulture. Dead Vulture, by the way, is my new punk rock band. Alrighty, how long have we been live? Guys, we've been live for 4 hours, and I said I would stream until about 2, so about 4 hours. I think we're gonna go a little bit longer. Can I get a round of beers in chat? Let's see how many people are listening to the stream currently. I think we're gonna go a little bit longer. Maybe, I need a tanner, actually. Do I not have any dwarves that have tanning? Like 4 times the size of dwarves? Yeah. But can I get a round of beers in chat? Let's see how many people are lurking. Yeah, I think we'll go for like a, give or take another 20 minutes. At which point I will probably say it is time for us to chillax. And I'll pass you guys over to Bellinair. And then I will be back at 6 p.m. Pacific. Just in time to, well, maybe 10 to 6-ish. I'll start my stream up. And at 6 p.m. Pacific, we'll be on front page of Twitch. And it'll be for the Hot Potato Charity-a-thon. So, thank you very much, by the way. Seriously, to everybody who's hanging out today. It's been a fun stream so far. Because the Hot Potato Charity is doing extremely well. We're like part of the way through the first day, more or less. We're like, I'd say about 12 hours in, and they've already like gotten halfway to the goal. So I swear to God, if they don't, Tudor Beelug was found dead. Were you killed by a giant vulture? Oh my God, I think you were. Holy shit. It is what it is. Cheers, KSE. Thank you very much for the good luck wishes. You know, one of my goals for this year, which I don't think we'll actually make, was I wanted to hit 1 million views this year. I don't think we'll hit it. But I'm not gonna lie, this this front page slot has given me some hope that maybe we'll hit it. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna leave this hospital sealed off. We're just gonna leave the hospital sealed off. That, actually, you know what? Nah, we'll just expel you. It's just so much easier. You're gonna take oh, you're gonna take my legendary metalsmith with you. Fine. I might get 10 more viewers. Oh, I see. I'll post me in the Polish Fortress group. I mean, post my videos, if anything. Somebody just threw their clothing. Recruit punches the wood burner. Okay, why are you fighting? This dude is just murdering other people. You know what? This is a big risk, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to tell my military to kill the cursed jurist McDwarf. This is a big risk. This could cause a loyalty cascade, potentially. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because this dwarf has just killed another one of our dwarves. Another one. It's desperate times, chat room. Desperate times causes for desperate fun. We killed the cursed jurist. And now the loyalty cascade begins. I'm literally just watching other dwarves die. It doesn't seem to be too bad, though. Eurus died. Okay, so Mesbeth died, Eurus died, and Vubok, my hammer dwarf, has died. Okay, that wasn't too bad. A couple of them turned around and killed each other. How is Balinor doing? That's a good question. I mean, if you're surviving this, it's impressive. Oh, you're still alive. You're a wrestler. Currently blissful after sleeping in a fantastic bedroom. Vengeful after joining an existing conflict. And within the last season, she didn't feel anything while in conflict. You're equipped with a bronze battle axe. You know, we're just going to dump everything that's right here. Because I need to clean up some trash. Okay, cool. We're still at 92 dwarves. We're okay. That's the wrong button. That's the right one. Because I really want to get this area cleaned up. You know, we're going to make this into our new burial area. Because we need more space for coffins. You know, I'm blaming our Baroness. Everything in the fortress was more or less okay until we had a Baroness. Now everything's going south. It's like everything was fine until the fortress had a Baroness. Clearly it's unjust rule that's causing such unrest and neglect by our leadership. Fake news. See, that just proves it. That perfectly fucking proves it right there. Dwarves gather minerals, gather wood, harvest all mixed food. Oh, I thought the game was crashing for a second. We're just saving. Alright, guys, so we're in a really dark spot with the fortress. There's a lot of murder, a lot of unfortunate events. We've lost about 20 dwarves. We have a baron. We finished our tower. I have to, I think, call it here. The fortress isn't done. We will recover. We will stand strong. Dwarf Fortress will pick up and continue on Saturday, actually, this week. Because Rimworld Hot Potato is done. I'm gonna take, because it's 2 p.m., so 4, 5, 6. I will be back in 3.5 hours. I'm actually going to go set up and rebuild my entire stream, more or less, and get ready for the Hot Potato charity event. So I will be back in about 4 hours. I will be live in 4 hours, but I will be back in about 4.5, probably. Because I'm probably going to start up a little bit before, just so that I'm ready to go. Because I need to redo some of my scenes and stuff for the charity stuff. So before I go real quick, I just want to say thank you very much to JLab Audio for sponsoring my streams. If you live in the US, shipping isn't expensive at all. In fact, I think they have free shipping on some stuff. They have awesome Bluetooth headphones, and they sent me a bunch of samples. They make for great Christmas gifts, and they're actually really nice. Like, these silly retro Sony style headphones actually have way better audio quality than they have any right to have. If you use code, literally my username, you'll get 10% off, and they have a bunch of sales for Black Friday. If you're looking for Christmas gifts, it helps me out. Even just clicking the link helps me out, believe it or not. We're gonna go host Digwood. Digwood is currently playing in the Hot Potato Challenge.